Charlotte Lansbury has hit the headlines for saying she believes that women who go out of their way to make themselves attractive need to take some of the blame for sexual harassment. Ladies, Jane.
They filmed me walking around and we tried to capture catcalling.
I knew that's where this was going. This is where we're starting from? That's where we're getting to. This is
The beginning.
Okay, good. Wow.
You don't want to get it out of the way.
Yeah. This. And just keeps on going. Yeah. That just happens and you just keep on strolling. Have some respect. Like, have some respect. You know? How often do you think that happens? I mean, I'm just seeing clips of it. Obviously, they don't say that when you and I are walking down the street. I ain't hearing of that on the way here.
No.
Or see any of that.
But yeah, it's usually an everyday thing.
It's summertime, animals around. That bag, you know, is pretty full. And it does have a clasp on it so that, you know, she wouldn't lose anything if she had to smack somebody in the head with it.
I don't know what he meant very nice. He meant on the cars that passing by. Did he said it to you?
I think he said it to me.
Okay, if he said it to you, you are very nice. There's no problem there.
Yeah, I think you're very nice.
She is beautiful. He's not lying.
You know I have to say it, especially you got the beautiful deep dimples. There's no way in the world, but you're a true living witness to this, that anybody is that damn beautiful. And you are.
He's an old man that have to respect a young girl that walking on the street, not to come so strong on her.
Take my number. I'm gonna give it to you. Why not? That's gonna get you in trouble.
I'm a married lady.
That's okay. Give it to your husband too. Whoever. I don't care. You guys come on over.
That's upset at me now. The way he talked, the way he was no shame coming on like this on the street without even knowing the young lady.
Darling, you're such a little princess. You're so sweet.
Oh,
Stay sweet like you are. Never change, no matter what anybody says.
Our daughters and wife and mother are to be treated with respect.
If you were present and he was doing this in front of you, what would you say to him?
I think there will be a fist fight.
Sisters, you all are built in a way that attracts men. Does everybody understand that? Okay, and I don't care if you are skinny, short, tall, if whatever the case may be, because beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And when you begin to show flesh, when you show physique, whether it's butt, breasts, thighs, legs, whatever the case may be, you are attracting attention. You are drawing attention to yourself, and it's not positive attention. And I think that it takes a person with a low moral constitution to do that. That's number one. Number two, insecure people, low self-esteem, who needs to be lauded by people in the community for the physicality, if you will, for their shape. And again, personally speaking, I think that demonstrates an individual who has just perhaps been defeated in life, my personal opinion. There is something that this person needs to display in order to be affirmed by people in the community. And I'm looking at women kidnapped, women raped, women molested, children molested. I'm looking at grown women dressing up their 5, 10-year-old girls with lipsticks, eyeliners. 10-year-old girl looks like she's 22 years of age. Mothers are doing this and setting kids up to be hurt, to be marginalized, to be objectified by men in the community, because that's what many of us do. And a lot of us will treat you as you present yourself. If you present butt, then that's what we see. That's what we target. Then that's what we go after. If you present an intellect, then that is a compliment to who you are as a person, an intelligent being. That is a compliment to what the Creator has established. The Creator created both of us naked, and we were unashamed. We were unapologetic because of our nakedness, because we knew no shame. Those level of sensitivities and insecurities and so forth had not been revealed to us until after we sinned. And so we work against nature, sisters, when you begin to wear attire that draws attention to your body as opposed to your mind. You leave nothing to the imagination. Something should be left to a man's imagination. Something should be left to relational imaginations, right? Some things, right? Some things. And so no daughter of Sinai should walk around showing butt and breasts. Not if you have any self-respect. And so, sisters, women, you may not have a large butt, you may have hips. Same difference, because men are attracted to it. You may not have butt or hips. Don't matter, because men are attracted to anything with 2 legs and long hair. That doesn't matter. So if you wear jeans, make sure that you are wearing a top that covers your butt. Make sure that, let me repeat that. If you wear jeans, if you wear pants, make sure that you're wearing a top that covers that. That covers that. That is an adorning feature for the female that she shares with one with whom she is enamored with, in love with, has partnered with. That is not for the world to see. It's not for tabernacle males to see. And it brings your stock down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, -10. You dropping very, very fast. So holiness churches, Pentecostal churches, some of you come from those environments. They say no makeup, long dresses. You know, I ain't saying you got to look like Laura Ingalls on Little House on the Prairie. I ain't saying that. That ain't what I'm saying. I'm not saying that you got to look like Whoopi Goldberg, Sister Act and everything. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is that when you are at home, and it's not here in the tabernacle, because see, we aren't supposed to be just representing Elohim here in the tabernacle. We represent Elohim every day, all day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So whether you're here in the tabernacle or at work or at a family reunion, whatever the case may be, cover yourselves. Cover yourselves. I'm not saying that you walk around with your hair covering. Many of you, I don't even know what your hair looks like because you keep it covered. That is your modesty. That's your virtue, right? I respect that. But we respect you even more, right, when those adorning figures, the hips, the breasts, the butts, and the thighs are also covered. See, to me, that's offensive. I want you to listen to me. And it's not just offensive to me. It's offensive to a lot of males to see sisters come in the tabernacle and we just see crack. We don't want to see that. We do not. That is highly offensive because it does not glorify the Creator in any way, shape, or form. Let me share something with you. 15, 16 years ago, Kima, what, you 20? So you were about 5. So 15 years ago, we had a sister in the tabernacle. Sister was in the tabernacle, and she brought her boyfriend in, and she was trying to get her boyfriend to join the tabernacle. And the boyfriend said to her, I can't recall the entire conversation, but one of the sisters that she was talking to came back and told me this. But he asked her, he says, how are you any different from sisters out in the street? You are just as promiscuous as they are. I want you to listen to me. He said, because it took only 48 hours for me to get between your thighs. 48, is that 2 days? Right? He says, and look at how you dress. No, I'm telling you, real talk. 48 hours. So how are you any different? Now understand something. We don't cast aspersions upon folks. We understand that we all got a past. We all got skeletons. We all done things that we regret. You know, you can go back and look at your high school, yearbook and see, say, daggone, I had a Jerry girl? How in the world? Oh my goodness, look at this. Man, I got a bone in my nose. When did I get, So we can look at those things. So we're not talking about those days, brothers and sisters. We're talking about today. When you come into the awareness of who the Creator is and what He expects of you, not what Aria expects of you, not what Stacy, Ufas, Ephraim, Elder Coldham expects of you, right? Don't even consider that, because see, those expectations are very volatile. They may change from week to week, day to day. Elohim's expectations, they never change. Maybe this is by some divine direction, seeing, sister out here with some cutters on. And, and I'm like, forget whooping the child. I want to go home and whoop the parents. Because I really, that had to have been a baby. That had to have been a baby. What was this little girl name that popped up missing? Renee Bobbitt? Something like that? Yeah, Joan Benet? John Benet Ramsey. Okay. What Bobbitt come from? Huh? Oh, okay. All right, yeah. And so got the little girl in the Miss Pageant or something. How old that girl? 5 years of age? Had that girl looking like she was 26. See, both those parents should have been spanked. They should be locked up. You are aging that child before that child is able to live a childlike life. Even Paul said, when I was a child, I thought as a child. I did childish things, but I'm a man now, and I have put away childish things. And so I'm talking to parents. I'm out here witnessing to people, and I got, because you invite me to talk to your family, I talk to your family, and then I go and I talk to your family, and what happens? You got your mom crying, and why is your mom crying? Because your mom is saying, why are you changing your attire, baby? You see, you in this little coat. What? You used to wear mini skirts. You used to wear mini skirts. You don't wear mini skirts anymore. I'm like, is she talking to a 27-year-old woman talking about wearing a mini skirt? Are you serious? See, again, parents need to be locked up. Buying clothes too big for the kids, too big for males, because that's what my son wants. Because I want to be validated by the world, Dad. I want to be validated by the world, Mom. What about me validating you? That's not good enough. What about Elohim validating you? That's not good enough. And look at the husbands. How many men are just weak, emasculated, and have become effeminized, if you will, because they give their strength and the power, reminding you of the Proverbs, they give their strength and the power over to the woman. And you know what your woman is calling you behind your back? A punk. A punk. And so it's not just the tabernacle, husbands. It's not just the tabernacle. It's any place you go. It's any place you go. Sister sitting up here, putting on pants. Let me tell you something. And you sitting back here looking at that. So how do I look? You look good, girl. You say, take that off. Well, how come I can't? Because that don't represent the God we serve. That represents the antithesis of the God we serve. Sister, you married to me. You're supposed to be a compliment to me, and I'm a compliment of the Creator. Remember, I was created for Elohim's glory, and you were created for my glory. So I got a certain level of responsibility that has been given to me by on high to make sure that the house is a glorified house. Not just in the words of righteousness, but the works of righteousness, even when it comes down to attire. Attire. And so, husbands, you've got to do a better job because a lot of our sisters that you're married to, they come in here and they don't represent you very well. They don't represent you very well. And you got to put your foot down. Now, understand something. You may not get some meals and other things, but at least you are going to be saying, right, I'm doing what Elohim has commanded me to do, and my Father is proud of me. And that's what you have to look forward to, brothers and sisters. And so what I'm saying is this. Remember who you are. Remember what you are. Remember where you are. Remember who you serve. And remember how you reflect the Creator through your daily service. Through your daily service. Through your daily service. Remind me to go to Peter 2, you fast. Let's go here to the book of Isaiah. In Isaiah, in the you fast in the NOT, I want you to read Isaiah chapter 3 and pick it up at verse 16. Isaiah 3 and verse 16. So Ariel, you trying to say we got a dress code now? We always had a dress code. When we have visitors that come into the tabernacle, when they call before they come, the very first thing they ask is, what is the attire like? We say modest attire. And I've since learned that people don't know what modest attire means. So now I need to say, come in with a sheet and we'll work from there. Pick it up at Isaiah 3 and verse 16. See, we're supposed to be coming out of the world. Remember, remember, the spirit of Elohim says, come out of her, my people, that you be not partakers of her sins, for her sins have reached heaven. And Elohim has come down to rebuke her of her sins. So we're talking about a system. A system. Remember, Revelation 17:18, Babylon is dead. Been dead. It was killed when Cyrus and Darius took over Babylon, the Medo-Persian Empire. So we're talking about the spirit of Babylon that was in Rome. And we still have that spirit today. And so we have to come out of that system and have some self-respect and some dignity. Self-respect. 3:16.
Yah says, beautiful Zion is haughty, craning her elegant neck, flirting with her eyes.
Read again.
Yah says, beautiful Zion.
Pick it up in the NIV. Go ahead and read for me, you fast.
Yah says the women of Zion are haughty.
They're haughty. Haughty sisters. Haughty sisters. What does haughty mean? Proud. Hold on a second. Look at haughty for me, bro.
Haughty.
Haughty.
Blatantly and disdainfully proud.
Okay, read again, brother.
Blatant.
Hold on. Moreover, Yah says, because the daughters of Zion are haughty. Daughters, not daughter, but daughters, plural. In other words, the women of Israel are haughty. Now I want to understand what haughty means. Go ahead.
Blatantly or disdainfully proud.
Blatantly or disdainfully proud. Now, what does that mean, disdainfully proud? What does that mean?
It's like arrogance.
Arrogance? Okay.
Without regard.
I want you to look up disdain. Disdain. Let's see what that word means. You got something, Stacey? Okay. Oh, well, we're gonna look at the definition. Sometimes you pull up your meaning out of the Urban Dictionary. So.
Disdain, the feeling that someone or something is unworthy.
Raise it. Lift it.
Disdain, the feeling that someone or something is unworthy of one's consideration or respect. Another word for disdain is contempt.
Read that definition again.
The feeling that someone or
The
something.
feeling, now watch this. The feeling that someone, y'all with me? The feeling that someone, go ahead,
or something
is
unworthy
Go ahead.
of one's consideration.
Of one's consideration or respect. Go back and read your definition for haughty now.
Blatantly
And
disdainfully proud.
In other words, right, I'm going to do this, right, because I know you expect something different of me, and I'm just not going to do it. This is how I see it. This is what I want, and this is what I want to do. And you're not the boss of me. Elohim says, because you have such a haughty disposition. See, if it's not towards your husband, it's towards your God. Sometimes you look at your husband like, man, I just don't like you. But do you like the Creator? So look past your husband and look at the Creator and say, what I do for him, not for you. Why would you want to do that? Because Elohim has been doing for you since the day that you were born. So you can show him at least some consideration, some respect, some appreciation.